أيها الشعب المسيحي الأبي، أهلا وسهلا بكم. نفتتح مظاهرتنا أو تجمعنا هذا اليوم من الآن، فنحن نرحب بكم جميعا. الآباء الأفاضل, distinguished guests, all the members of parliamentarian, thank you for your attending today and be part of our Christian. شكرا لحضوركم جميعا معنا في هذا التجمع المسيحي الكبير الذي طبعا يشرفنا أن نكون معكم وأن تكونوا معنا بهذه المناسبة الأليمة طبعا علينا، لأنه احنا طبعا تحت ضغط كبير وضغط ومأساة كبيرة، فلذلك نطلب أيضا من الجميع أن التقيد بالنظام في سبيل تمشية أو استمرار هذا التجمع بسلام وأمان. نحن نطلب أيضا منكم أنه خوفنا عليكم حمايتكم وأيضا سلامتكم، لهذا السبب أنه نكون دائما حذرين كل شيء، وخلينا على دائما الابتسامة تكون واضحة علينا، لأنه احنا شعب مسالم، شعب يحب السلام، نحن أهل السلام، فما نريد نشوف أي واحد أنه أي إشكالية تصير بيناتنا. فشكرا مرة أخرى لحضوركم، ونتمنى للجميع أنه يقدموا طبعا ويانا الحاضرين شيء جميل وشيء رائع بهذا التجمع الكبير الذي يشرفنا وجودكم طبعا. والآن ladies and gentlemen, we start the national anthem, the Australian national anthem and the Iraqi national anthem as well. Please, we stand as well.
هدية بتهاوغ عم شلامة داها أطرة وكلن كالق تقوتها شلامة هاتم بسيمة راو.
There's a few other names I'd like to acknowledge today before we move on to the anthem. Father Emmanuel Lee Compartis from the Greek Orthodox Church. Dean Kamalnu from the Patriotic Federation of Australia. The Mayor of Moreland City Council, Lambros Topakounos. And His Grace Bishop Suriel, Bishop of Melbourne and Affiliated Regions Coptic Orthodox Church. And also we've got Frank Maguire, who's the member from Broadmeadows, state member. And also John Kavanagh. All right, we'll stand 1 minute in silence for those that are suffering in our homeland. Thank you.
And we would like also to welcome all those like from the Australian Christian Party here as well. Guests, thank you for your attending today and you participate in this wonderful gathering. Thank you for the Labour Party. Thank you for the Liberal Party members. Thank you for all the churches. Thank you for all who attend today with us to support us, all the organizations, all members, individuals, and we will really happy to see all these faces here. And as we are ready in a few seconds maybe to start our anthem, then we go forward with the program. نرحب بالجميع ونحن الآن على دقائق لسماع النشيد الوطني الأسترالي والنشيد الوطني العراقي، وبعدها نبدأ برنامجنا لهذا اليوم ولهذا التجمع العظيم، التجمع الذي يبشر بيبشر بخير انه احنا لسه موجودين. فشكرا للجميع، وان شاء الله تكون ايامكم كلها افراح. مثل ما دا اشوف نفس الشسمه، لا لقتل المسيحيين، لا لتهجيرهم، لا لتحويلهم عن دينهم، فشي جيد. حياك عادل، حياك. إن شاء الله الجميع يكون هي فداء لدم مخلصنا وفادينا اللي دائما احنا نتصبر به هو وعذراء مريم. فيا ريت ايسس داون داون ايسس. مشكور احمد، مشكور احمد. داون داون ايسس. تحية لكل الجمعيات اللي حضرت ويانا، تحية لكل الأدباء والكتاب، تحية لكل الخيرين من أبناء شعبنا المسيحي، تحية لكم من القلب. الآن أحبائي مع السلام الجمهوري الأسترالي، The Australian National Anthem. العراقي.
الجلال والجمال والبهاء في رباك، في رباك، الحياة والنجاة والهناء والرجاء في هواك، في هواك. هل أراك دائما منعما وغانما مكرما، دائما منعما وغانما مكرما. هل أراك في علاك تبلغ السمات، تبلغ السمات. موطني 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 موطني. الشباب لم يكل همه أن يستقل أو يبيد أو يبيد. نستقي من الردى ولن نكون للعدا كالعبيد، كالعبيد. لا نريد، لا نريد ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا، ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا. لا نريد بل نعيد مجدنا الذليل، مجدنا الذليل. موطني 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 موطني. الحسام واليرع للكلام والنزاع رمزنا، رمزنا رمزنا وعهدنا وواجب إلى الوفاء يمسنا.
Now we'll have the Australian anthem playing.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia
هسه راح نشوف عرض فيلم على الشاشة الكبيرة. قبل ما نبدأ أرحب بالأب ماهر غوريال من كنيسة حافظة الزروع، أهلا وسهلا و حياكم. ثانك يو. فراح نبدي هسه بعرض الفيلم، فراح تقوله الأخت العزيزة بنتي نينوى والأخ أويا.
Alright, we have a short movie to play about the current crisis in the city of Mosul. So it'll only take a few minutes to show.
هذه كل المقطع لبرجخ الخا فيلم كريا بدنا قد شدينا براي العمل مشي خايا جوننوي هاتم بسيمة رابط.
I would like to invite Mariana Marugi to the stage to talk about the situation in our homeland. So, Mariana Marugi, it's your stage.
أيها الحضور، أيها الشعب المسيحي الأبي، نحن جميعا نناصر أهلنا أينما كانوا في كل الشرق الأوسط ومن جنوب العراق إلى شماله. فنحن لدينا كلمة ستلقيها على مسامعكم الأستاذة المحامية مريانا مروقي.
أنا مشيخايا، أنا إيوين عراقايا. بني عمان يقرأ كهنا مقلسة أرغن خبيوة. هذه كل كنشن يقرأ. هذه كل المشميخ المملة مطاكسيات الدينا ويدة الآه تقليتا مقروالة قالا ميقرتا مرنا شوق بقدا.
Federal and local officials, community and religious leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here today at Federation Square, Melbourne, Australia, in order to protest against the situation Iraqi Christians are currently facing. The indigenous people of Iraq have fallen under the ruthless control of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, better known as ISIS. By the 19th of July, ISIS delivered an ultimatum to the Christians of Mosul in Iraq, requiring them to convert to Islam, pay the jizya, that is a medieval extortion tax levied upon non-Muslims, leave the city, or be put to the sword. The Christian people are indigenous to the city and its surrounding region and have inhabited it since pre-Islamic times and pre-Christian times. Today, sadly, none of them remain in Mosul. The tragedy of this scene is that several militia groups that have no patriotic affiliations to Iraq or its people, and who recognise the Christians as infidels, have penetrated the country and displaced the original people of Iraq with their extremist ideologies. They have displaced the people whose roots go back thousands of years, the people who built the great civilizations on the land of Iraq and introduced the spectacular accomplishments and rules that are still in use today. Our people are exposed to horrendous acts in the city of Mosul by the hands of ISIS gangs. This includes displacement, killing and looting, and other crimes that are against the fundamental principles of humanity. This has led to a social, cultural, and humanitarian catastrophe. This brutal organisation attempts to override all aspects of the underlying principles of humanity. Undoubtedly, this force of darkness aims through their barbaric measures to wage a major war against the Christians of Iraq. They do this in order to change the demographic, and I assure you, it will not be an easy war to end. My dear brothers and sisters, we are here today to stand in solidarity with our persecuted and displaced fellows who have lost their lives, their homes, their lands, and bear the burden of all kinds of unfairness and terrorism. Therefore, we are gathered here today to awaken the consciousness of our peace-loving people all over the earth. We are here to speak out so the world hears the voices of the denominations. We appeal to the world's decision makers to take effective measures to tackle what is happening in Iraq, which is nothing short of a horrendous crime against humanity and a major breach of universal human rights. We are therefore asking the international community, the United Nations, and the Australian government to 1. Stand up and demand an end to the killing and the persecution of the Christians in Iraq. 2. To establish a safe haven in Iraq for our Christian people in the Nineveh Plain. 3. To protect our Christian people from the ensuing genocide being perpetrated against them. 4. To set up urgent relief centres to help the displaced people, fulfilling their immediate needs such as food, water and shelter. 5. We also ask the Iraqi government and the Kurdistan regional government to find an immediate solution to this problem of displacement. We appeal to the Iraqi political organisations to set up a national government and put their differences aside to prevail over terrorism, most recently the atrocity of ISIS. Dear fellows, we appreciate all good efforts that are provided here in Melbourne. We also acknowledge the roles of the local government in Melbourne, which facilitated this demonstration, for their active work and also their sacrifices so our human message reaches the world through this peaceful demonstration. We would like to extend our thanks and respects to our second homeland of Australia and to the local government in Melbourne. We would also like to say a special thank you and acknowledge the high-ranking officials for standing with us throughout this peaceful demonstration. In conclusion, we hope our Christian people and Iraq will overcome this black cloud so that terrorism will disappear and be uprooted from Iraqi soil. We hope that Iraq and the world will be able to enjoy everlasting peace and that humankind will dominate and free our people. We ask for fairness in the decisions that are related to tackling the crisis and despair that Iraq and the world are experiencing. We ask that you stand with us today and help us save one of the oldest civilizations and cultures in existence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariana Marugi. All right, so you guys want to chant, so let's chant.
Okay, I want to hear you all very loud and clear. Let's shake this place up. We are Christians and we're proud. No more silence. Let's speak out loud.
Say it again.
We are Christians and we are proud. No more silence. Let's speak out loud. No more oppression. It's time for action. Save the Christians of Iraq. We are Christians and we are proud. No more silence, let's speak out loud. No more oppression, it's time for action.
Save the Christians of Iraq.
For freedom and peace, we all unite. These are basic human rights. For freedom and peace, we all unite. These are basic human rights.
I would like to invite Bernie Finn, who is the member for Metropolitan of Melbourne, to the stage for a speech.
هدية عن مملة تبرني فين هدامت هو بركة استراليا شقاقت.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great crowd we have here today. And let me tell you something. I am a Christian and I am proud. And I too want to be loud. What is happening to our fellow Christians in Iraq is a crime. Those who are committing this are criminals. And they must be stopped. As I was making my way through this crowd today, I saw a few of our friends from the Jewish community here to support us as well. So we thank you for that. And I know why they are here today, because they remember the last time that slogans and signs were daubed on people's homes because of their religion. They remember the last time that people were persecuted because of their religion. They remember the last time slaughters and massacres occurred because of their religion. And they don't want to see it happen again. We must never let it happen again, and we must stop it happening in Iraq now. I am appalled that we in the so-called civilised world have sat back and we have let this happen. It is stunning that we in this country, that those in the United States, that those in Europe have sat back knowing full well what is happening to Christians in Iraq, in other parts of the Middle East, and we have done nothing. Now is the time for that to change. Now, today. Today is the time for that to change. Today is the time we reach out to our fellow Christians in Iraq, we reach out to our fellow Christians in the Middle East, and we say to them, we are one. We are with you. I want to send a message. I want to send a message today to those people suffering the persecution, to those who have lost family members, been murdered by ISIS and other groups in Egypt and so forth. I want to send a message that we are with you, we stand with you, and we will never back away from you again. Never again will we step away from these people who are suffering. We stand with them, beside them, and we will not let them down. So today, let your cries ring out from this Federation Square. Let them ring out around Australia. Let them ring out around the world. Because what we want is freedom. What we want is tolerance. And what we want is for the Christians of Iraq, the Christians of the Middle East, to have the respect that every human being deserves. And peace. And peace. And peace. Peace is a central part. Peace is a central part of Christianity. Perhaps that's why Christians are being picked on in the way they are. Have you considered that? Ladies and gentlemen, let today be the beginning of something big. Let the movement roll on from today through Canberra, through Washington, through London. right throughout the world and send a message to the Christians of Iraq, to the Christians of the Middle East, that we are with you and we will save you. Keep fighting. This is worth fighting for. Thank you.